Hey guys, welcome back to A-Tay Gameplay. So, we are back with Cinderella Phenomenon, and we find out that we're now a maid. Awesome. Oof, this is really a riches to rags type of story. So, well, let's see what happens. We are right now, we walked with Emalaigne to have breakfast with the family. Mind you, we're not. I'm a maid. I mean, like, we're gonna just keep an eye on Emalaigne while she eats. Yes, we're gonna watch her while she eats. That sounds great. Okay, let's just start. Good morning. Good morning. It seems that you have met your personal maid. The king's eyes widen as soon as he spots me. You look familiar. Does he recognize me? I feel a little tremble in my heart as I continue that hope. What did I just say? Oh, well, whatever. I have to say, I don't know why every once in a while I put like a weird accent thing in there. I'm sorry, I suck at voices. Are you not the girl who came up to the gates before? I deflate with a soundless sigh. He remembers me as the peasant. This is the first time I am meeting you as Emalaigne's personal maid. What is your name? Lucette. That is a lovely name. We are glad to have you here, Lucette. The king gives me a warm smile. The softness of his gaze makes me angry. He never treated me with fudge. My God. Okay. He never treated me so kindly when he remembered me as his own daughter. Emalaigne takes her seat while I walk to stand at the wall beside the other maids and butlers. The door opens, and Rod walks inside. He greets the king, Ophelia, and then his sister. He is just about to take his seat when his eyes suddenly fall on me. The shock is apparent on his face. He's sweating. Rod, is something wrong? I see there is a new maid on staff. His tone is almost accusatory. I bristle at his words, and I am about to say something when Ophelia speaks. She is Emalaigne's new personal maid, Lucette. Rod stares at me for a few moments, his expression unreadable. Eventually, he moves to take his seat. I stand silent and watch the royal family eat their breakfast. The small area is filled with happy conversation, if I can talk. I have to say, Rod doesn't seem happy at all. The four of them smile at each other when they speak, and it is easy to see how comfortable they all are with one another. When I was still here, our meals were always so quiet. But everyone looks so happy now. Yeah, because you kind of were a Debbie Downer and just, don't talk to me. I bite my lips to will the heavy feeling away. Rod told me that before, but I did not want to believe him. I turn back to the conversation at hand. We have something very important to discuss with you, Emalaigne. Oh? I have brought this up before, but now the matter is more pressing. Is this about... Yes, this is about the ball. Ophelia gives the king a disapproving look. Dear. I know it seems a strange proposition, but this is royal tradition. Emalaigne is at a suitable marrying age, and this ball may yet help her find a suitor. But a husband? Emalaigne's cheek... My God, I can't talk today. What the hell is wrong with me? Emalaine's cheeks are tinted pink. A royal ball for Emalaigne? For her to find a husband? I never would have agreed to such a thing. The king never forced me into one because he knew that. I will not force you to marry someone you do not love, Emalaigne. We agreed to this ball to uphold tradition. All eligible bachelors will be invited in 4 months' time. and you will choose the man you want to court with. You want to court you. Whoopsies. I did find my true love through a ball after all. It rhymed, a ball after all. He glances at Ophelia, who responds with a fond smile. Her expressions fall back to something more worried when she looks at her daughter. But what if I can't choose anyone? We will throw one ball as per tradition. We will not force you into another ball if you do not find a good suitor. But we must uphold traditions at least once. Perhaps this will push you to think more about the future. I will not put any added pressure on you, Emalaigne, but I would be happy to see grandchildren before I have to give up my throne. My God. Jeez. I am not getting any younger, you know. That would be awkward to hear. Especially when technically he's not her father. Father? I can tell that the king is trying to make light of this situation, but there is an undertone of seriousness. I have to say, pushing her for grandchildren, is that really the reason why you want her to get married? That's sad. Emalaigne eventually sighs, then slowly nods. I understand. My gaze shifts to Rod to search for a reaction, but his expression is impassive. Did I just try to say impassivable? Impassable? I'm making up words as we go. No reaction at all. Did he know this was going to happen? But can I really be a princess that the kingdom of Angel deserves? I feel so unprepared. You are the crown princess of Angel. You must be confident. Emalaigne looks down, looking genuinely distressed. I'm finished. May I be excused? Oh, sweetheart, you barely touched your food. You may. Emalaigne stands up and ducks into a quick curtsy before rushing from the room. I do not move until I feel Rod's glare on me. I realize that I am meant to follow Emalaigne. Excuse me. I curtsy and follow after Emalaigne. I barely make it a few steps away from the dining hall before the door flies open and Rod is rushing after me.
What are you doing here?
We are going to answer him, I believe. Yes, we're going to answer him. I am here to break my curse. I'll let you know I am pretty much doing the best route because I have to say I get so depressed if I get a bad route. This game is already an emotional game when it gets near the end of stuff. So it's like, I don't want any bad routes. We'll see. I mean, I really don't want to do bad routes, but if you guys want bad routes, I guess I could do them. You may have some tears in the background from me, but okay. If you like that, well, I guess we can go for that. I am here to break my curse. You expect me to believe that when you had people offering to help at the marching? Rod's expression changes, anger clear in his eyes. No, I know why you are really here. What are you talking about? You thought you might take back what is rightfully yours, didn't you? You have no qualms about hurting my family again. I stare at him. Nonplussed? I've never heard that word. By his accusations. I carefully quell the simmering anger inside me. The last thing I want is to be fired before I break my curse. I'm not here to hurt anyone, so stop accusing me of such things. We glare at each other in silence. Oh, that is a sign saying we got Rod's approval for some reason. I had always thought that Rod was closed off and quiet, but his emotions are always blazing in his eyes. You shouldn't be here. Rod steps back, but his gaze is still fierce. I do not have time for this. I'm going to find Emalaigne. Why? So you can insult her? No, because it is my job to attend to her. Excuse me. The last place I expect to find Emalaigne is in the throne room. Much to my surprise, I find her standing alone inside, staring up at the throne. Oh! When she turns to face me, she has a guilty expression on her face. I'm sorry. What is she apologizing for? I was very rude earlier, walking out on everyone at breakfast. Emalaigne gazes back at the throne and sighs. I'm sure any other girl would be happy to have a ball. I mean, it's like something out of a fairy tale. But She sighs once again and looks down at her clasped hands. It all sounds so perfect in fairy tales. 3 days is all it takes before everyone found their true love. But I don't think that's how it works out in real life, do you? I have nothing to say in response when Emalaigne turns her beseeching gaze to me. I don't know how I'm supposed to marry someone I barely even know. Is this really what it means to be the crown princess? Isn't this precisely what you wanted? Excuse me? When your mother married the king, you became a princess. You went from rags to riches overnight. Yeah, and I went from riches to rags. I cannot help the bitterness from my voice when I speak. Your life is playing out like Cinderella, is it not? All you are missing are the glass slippers. And even then I am sure the king could arrange for a pair. I cannot understand why you are unhappy. Neither can I. Well, I'm gonna let you go here. I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you want the bad endings. We'll see about that. So, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!